All right, today I'm going to be walking you through the virtual movement assessment. We have 7 movements we're going to be working through. We have the infrasternal angle, we have the shoulder internal rotation, shoulder external rotation, the toe touch test, hip extension test, incline push-ups, and body weight squats. So first up is our infrasternal angle. So for this one, we're going to start at the sternum, so that's where the 2 ribs come together here. We're going to take our 2 hands and create almost like a claw. We're going to start at the sternum and just work our hands down our rib cage here. I'm really trying to determine and see the angle of these ribs. So with these claw hands, we're going to be really trying to grab underneath and behind the ribs. Once we feel like we get a good grip, we can take a deep breath in, create a little more space, get a good grip, and then take a couple deep breaths here. All right, next up we have our shoulder internal and external rotation test. So for this one, we're going to come to our back. We can start with knees bent. Once we're on our backs here, we want to get our elbow in line with our shoulder. We're going to create a 90-degree angle at the elbow here, so the fist is pointing right up towards the ceiling. And from here, we're just going to relax, and we're going to drop our wrist and forearm straight down. We're going to go for 3 reps here. Ideally, you're aiming to get that wrist to the floor. So after we get those 3 done, we're just going to reverse that motion, again in that starting position, elbows in line with shoulder. We have a 90-degree angle here. We're just going to be going back towards our head for another 3. Then we're going to switch sides. Same deal. On our back again. Again, elbow in line with shoulder, 90-degree angle at the elbow, fist pointed right up towards the ceiling. We're going to drop that wrist and forearm down to the floor for 3. And then just reverse that motion, starting from that starting position at 90 degrees. All right, next up we have our hip extension test. So for this one, we want to grab a bench or some sort of a bed or a table, something that we can kind of elevate off the floor. If you don't have access to anything like that, the floor is fine. We can make that work. But I'm going to use my bench here. I'm going to sit at the end of the bench. I'm going to grab one knee, pull it up towards my chest, and then fall back. So I'm actively pulling this knee towards my chest. I'm letting this trail leg just relax here. And then I'm going to come back up. Same thing, opposite side. Grab that knee, pull it towards the chest. Relax back. Actively pulling this knee, relaxing this leg here. We're also going to do this one from the side. And from the side angle, we want the far knee to be bent, the leg closest to the camera to be straight. So again, from the side, pulling that knee towards the chest, laying back, and just relaxing that trail leg. Same thing on the other side. Far knee is going to be bent towards the chest, laying back, relaxing that trail leg. And that's a hip extension test. Next, we have our toe touch test. So this is going to be performed from the side. So feet can be hips width distance apart. You can put a slight bend in the knee. It's going to relax our upper body here and just come down and touch the floor. This is going to be for 3. One more. Next up, we have our incline push-up. So again, I'm going to grab my bench here. You can use a chair or a countertop or a bed, anything that works. So for our incline push-up, it's going to get into a tall plank. We're going to move through a full range of motion. We're going to go for 5 push-ups from the side. And finally, we have our body weight squats. We're gonna go 5 head on here. Feet hips width distance apart, or whatever is comfortable for you. And then 5 from the side. All right, that's our movement assessment. If you could get this done and send it over to me within 24 hours or before, at least 24 hours before our initial consult, it'd be really appreciated. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.